Hey everyone, how you doing? Paco's early. SP, how you doing, man? Apparently only subs can send chats. It's because I want people to subscribe to the channel. Everything's going well. Dan, how you doing? Yeah, Paco, you got it. I think it was Koji. You got one from Koji. Oh no, Dan, sorry. I don't know which one. Addy gave like 25 yesterday, dude. Yeah, SP, to be fair, I've done it. I think most people that talk are probably subbed anyway. It's one of those things, like, embarrassingly, I don't know if you saw this, when Rake was on the stream and I went to look at one of his videos, I wasn't subbed to him. And yet I get all of his videos come through to me. So sometimes people just don't realise they're not subbed. And I need the subs. SP, have a good one, man. Go back to lurking. It was nice to see you in the chat. Paco, I didn't see your response. I didn't look. Apologies. How long are you with the family for, man? Oh, I need to change that from top chat to live chat as well. Otherwise I miss messages. I've got it back on live chat. Oh, yeah. Yeah, to be fair, I was getting ready, so I just saw your message and I felt bad, so I was like, no, I have to respond. So I thought, no, I like Christmas. I know that I get funny though. A lot of people around me don't like Christmas, so it kind of puts me off asking. Over the years, I kind of stop asking people because I don't want them. There's nothing worse than saying, "Oh, do you do anything for Christmas?" And they're like, "No, I hate it." And it's like, okay, well, I love it. So, yeah. SP, I appreciate that. Do you know what the thing with the likes though? I don't think likes matter too much. I like on videos, I think they do. On streams, I'm not so sure. And because people drop in and out, I'd be saying it all the time. I'm very lucky that we have Sandy and Randy, and Sandy always puts in the chat, "Oh, make sure you're liking." But yeah, in terms of me calling it out, I try not to. I try not to do it too much. By the way, you guys might have noticed I've managed to get the names up for the channel members. It took me ages, but I've done it. I figured it out. And Ali gets a little crown. When he sees it, he's gonna like it. No, Paco, listen, Bo. I honestly don't mind. And yeah, it's just one of those things. And I think where people have it on in the background as well, you just click on it and you don't think about it. I don't think likes impacts it at all. I think it's much more if people are like clicking on it and then clicking off it again, then I think YouTube thinks, well, they're not having a good time, so let's not show it to anyone else. Yeah, I'll pack, definitely. Like, what? And you know what? I realised what I'd done. I genuinely thought I turned off gifted subs. I had turned off me getting gifted subs, like what Maisie had done. Because I knew that he would be a bit silly at certain points. So I was like, right, let's just do that. Because I thought I don't want him competing against himself. And it didn't work because he found out anyway. But yeah, what an absolute legend. What a Christmas present for me, eh? And loads of people get to have... Oh, well, it's a shame SP didn't get one, actually. People get to see their names with it. Right, so we're building up... What did I say we were going to do first? I even done a little graphic for what the stream was going to be. I've forgotten what it was. Terrible, isn't it? Finishing the event. So we're going to finish the event first. Because what I didn't actually realise I hadn't done... I'd got all... Oh, no, I've done all that nonsense. I haven't done this. Okay. Ah, for goodness sake. Oh, actually, I think the story is quite good, isn't it? This is to do with Annabelle. Is this what Rake was saying? SP, shut up. Definitely old people. Oh, do you? I didn't know you guys could pick your own colour. Oh, is that what Rake was talking? Rake said in the stream he changed his colour. I didn't really get it. Oh, yeah, stuff. Phenomenal. I think we got unlucky there, didn't we? I didn't want some spirit. Got a core. I don't know if this is standard rewards or if there's any RNG to it. I think the RNG is like the 200k wood and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure the other stuff was standard. Only someone had done some kind of event review. I'm not reading all this because there's no way that if I'm not interested, you guys aren't going to be interested. I just want the rewards because we're going to need the sublimations from this, I think, and all the treasures. Yes, boss. Paco may sound stupid because I presume Spain's obviously a very Christian country. Is Christmas like a big thing? Got ya. I think the problem is, yeah, it is to Annabelle. I'm obviously not going to push too much further on, right? So we're going to get a quarter of the story. And oh my goodness gracious. So it is to do with Annabelle. Yeah, see, we're done. So we'd only find out a very tiny amount of the story. No. Hey, new camper, how you doing? How are you? No, I know that I'm not saying everyone's Christian, but I know that Spain is a super Christian country in general, like compared to like the UK, where we're not. So I presumed it would be a bigger deal, you know? I mean, we love Christmas over here, but we're just not very Christian. I say we love Christmas. Honestly, people are such humbugs about Christmas. I love Christmas. I love Christmas. But I also appreciate the fact that I'm very lucky with the fact that I've got a big family and we all get on and I've got like, young kids and they love it. And so, yeah. Yeah, it depends. I mean, as I said, we're not particularly religious over in the UK. That's it. I've got to figure this out. Because yeah, it's just one of those things. We call ourselves a Christian country. We ain't. Not really. Hey, Ez, how you doing? Yeah, because you're not Christian, but you don't have to be Christian to enjoy Christmas, do you? It's a time of year more than anything. But you're in Jordan. There's Christianity in Jordan, isn't there? It's quite a bit of Christianity, I think. I've got the cheap ass Kong Strong from Aldi's. I don't know. I think each their own. I get a 9-star chest. I'm such an idiot. Do you know what? Do you want to see how clean my bag is right now? Bear in mind the mess it was in yesterday. Look how clean this is. Look at that. Look how clean. There's not a single 4 or 3-star. I pulled everything out and built them all up. And I'd mathed it all out. And now I'm going to have extra. Gutted. Not gutted. That's a lie. But I need to work out subs. Because I think I've got enough or just shy of the spiritual essence I need to get a tree 5'd. So I need 120. I'm going to have to write this down. It's going to have to write this down. Otherwise I will 1,000,000% forget. So we need 174p3. I don't know what these are without looking at them. 172p2. 175p1. Her passives are really nice as well. You need Stella. Yeah, Stella's always a drain, isn't it? I mean, to be fair, I'm going to build up Madeleine. I'm going to test her out. I'm going to make a video on her. And then I might end up obviously regressing her because I don't know. I think she looks really interesting. I don't know if she's going to fit in my team because of the way it's set up, which would suck. But at the same time, it's fine. I think bizarrely she would have fitted better because originally I had Sylvie, Arania, Norton Haig. That would have been perfect for Madeleine. But now I don't have Norton Haig and I don't have Arania. I just have, I've got Sylvie and Wukong, both shields. But it's like the healing that she does well off. She procs off of it. Will go through her when I've built her up. But yeah. You have 50 million for 2 trans heroes, but not enough. Well, I don't know who's doing your mathematics, but you're wrong. You have more than enough, my friend. You only need, what, 14 million to tree 5 to level 100? I think. Right, let's pull some stuff out the bag. For Grimoire. So we're going to pull all these out. See where we end up. Oh my God, I'm going to literally, this is so bad. Why does it not say it? Right, that's active. Do that. Active 90, so I can cross that off the list. I now need 26 for active. Oh, God, I'm going to have to do this every time. It's so bad, it doesn't come up there. So P1, which is fine. P1. 45. $30k chests. Phenomenal. So again, we'll do P1. That's another 90. That leaves 40. Well, what am I supposed to do, Ez? What would you have me do rather than write it down? Give me a suggestion. I'm not writing it down. Well, I am on my phone. So I'm not like proper boomerang. So leave me alone. I need 26 active. Ain't gonna get it from that. Yeah, because we are short on 6,000. What is that? What is that chest? That's annoyed me. Be a smart boy and remember everything. No way, because that's how mistakes occur. So we haven't got any more subs here, have we? We've got these things which I can get subs out of. I don't even know why I've still got them, but we've got them. Residence construction, deduct resource chests, which we can't get anything from, which is fine. Selection chests. Oh, should we just open that? I don't want to have one sitting there. A terrible chest. Terrible. I know I need wood. Because I need it for my Wukong in spot 1. All these random chests, that's transition chests. That's fine. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything major. Nope. That's fine. So I don't want to start breaking don't even start 100%. Listen, we all know I'm not the smartest man. All right. That's active. So we need another 20k active, which we can get from here. And then, so we're now active should be done. Active should be done. 1k over. It's embarrassing. So we need 40, 170, 170. So we're going to need to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to need to do 5 origin sub chests. Because I said, I want to keep these force chests for cause. Personally. I'm not a noob. I am reading chat. Leave me alone. No, because it's 100 and... No, it's 65. Oh, yeah, no, yes, you're right. Sorry, Ez, you are correct. It is 2010 stars. But the thing is, I've hit quite a nice equilibrium between food and resources. So I don't need to spend them on food, because if you check out the bag, I have got plenty of food. And in fact, I could build 10, 10, 10, 10. I could get like 5 10 stars here, but I don't have anything to use them on. So we're going to build up Madeleine and then see what we want to do with her. Right. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 for P1. No, we'll do P2, P3, and then we'll get P1 out of the chests. 2 P2, 2 P3. Fantastic. That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. Double check it again. Right. B3. Why more Stella? I don't want more Stella. Oh, that's a lie. It's an absolute lie. Do need some more. P3. P2. One more P2. And then I can start looking. I can start getting a little bit more creative. I mean, it obviously makes sense just to crack on with this stuff, right? Core chests. No, let's get a core chest. Let's get a core chest. We'll do you. And we'll do you. That makes sense. What do we want to do here? Hey, Eric. How you doing, bro? I'm not spending just to have 100 currency. That's not what happened. It's just how it ended up. So we've got team material, origin material, star cell material. I mean, I've got loads of transition material. So I'm going to take a free one of them. And then it's going to leave us. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We're going to exchange away. And then it gives us 3. We don't need any artifacts. To be honest with you, do we need Grimoire material, really? Why all the cores? I just don't see why I wouldn't. I've got enough subs to do what I want to do. On top of that, I also have, if we check in the bag, I have these chests. And so I can fully sub someone else out basically from the force chests. And so cores are the things that I am struggling more on. Yeah. So I've got enough here. 1, 2. I haven't got enough. Oh yeah, because I've got more down here. So that's why. I'm building Madeleine. Not a lot, Eric. We just yeah, exactly, basically. They're just bullying me, which they enjoy. And to be honest with you, do I mind it? Not really. I feel like worse things have happened in life. Should we go for... No, because we've got... I haven't even used them. That's why I can use a 9-star hero one. That's what I can do that with. I can use more infusion stones for Bazzy Boy. We haven't got a lot of Grimoire Essence. Does it make sense? Does it make sense? I think it does probably make sense to get the Grimoire Essence, right? Even if it's a little bit down the road. I know. What a food debate. Never any food debate. I think we go Grimoire. I think that's what we do. Could go fusion stones. I mean, I'm all in on Basilisk. Doesn't matter. Go fusion stones. Got the origin material. And again, I feel like it makes sense to go for more Grimoire mats, but we'll go for Grimoire Essence. Listen, because I need 12 E5s, and I'm quite far away from that. But, and I also think, bear in mind how good whatever event it was, where they gave us the scratch event, and we got loads of Grimoire stuff. I feel like there's going to be more chance to get Grimoire even New Year's or Valentine's, and I won't even need it by Valentine's, I don't think. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. So we'll get some essence, we'll get an infusion stone, we'll get another core. That's what we're doing. Perfect. Because we're going to do more infusion stones for our boy Baz. Basilicious. Yeah, he needs to go up more. Could do that now. I'm not going to do that right this second. So that's completed. That's completed the event. We've got all the stuff we need for Madeleine. Pretty sure that's all the stuff we needed. I'm almost certain that was all the stuff that was needed. I need 6 stars. So I need to actually build her up, don't I? So let's see. 1, 3, so 8, 16. Oh no, we've got loads there. 16, 24. I mean, I'd rather get these out the bag. So I can keep at least a couple of these back. So we'll keep Emily's back to build for another time. Yeah, and the rest can go. So we need 3 6 stars. I don't know if I've got any 6 stars in the bag. I don't. I've used them all, which is absolutely fine. I probably do, but I've got, listen, bro, I've already got some of them. Where are they? I've already got 4 of these. So the fact that I just need a few more to build them up, and to be fair, I don't even know how many you get a day. Wrong one. I don't even know how many we get a day. Okay, every time I log in on a different device, it does the same thing. Oh no, not enough. It's whale problems. Listen, brother, it's just irritating to have so much stuff and not have the things to spend it on. But that just shows I've spent too much money. Time to play the game. Right, so we need 3 6 stars. I hate the fact it says this. You can't make them. I fucking can make them. I can't do it. We're gonna make. You know what we're gonna make? We're gonna make a 6-star bleaker. Just our bleakers. The shame. The shame. I'm gonna do honor guard. No, we're not gonna do honor guard. Time to play the game. ODO 1. Perfect. Get any like food out of that to be. One of you, ice blink, you, and then we can build her, can't we? Where is she? Where's my beautiful Madeleine? Obviously, she's right at the end because I'm an idiot. Ah, do you know what, Eric? I'm not sure. I honestly don't know because she's like a support hero, like proper support. Almost feels silly to put anything serious on her, but I kind of want to do that anyway. So the honest answer is I don't know. It's probably just going to be like a Will of Winter or something like that, right? That's going to help the team out. In fact, I'm going to change that because I've just put Inosuke in, but I haven't ever built Inosuke on this account, and I don't want to put you in there anyway. I've already built Mirage, so what an idiot. What an idiot. So I don't know what I'm going to use on her. Deific, that's it. I've already got the Deific mirror sitting there. She can just have it. But I've got some artifact chests, so if I wanted to, I could build someone out. I could build another artifact. I don't really know how I'm feeling about that. Let's just put a couple of you out. And let's put a couple of you out. We don't care about losing seers. In fact, we'll build up a seer to be food. I don't have any demon bells. I run mirrors. I think if you're a spender, mirrors is the better route personally. Just because, yeah, it gives you even more energy or more speed, whichever one it is. Especially once you deify, it's just a better artifact. But obviously demon bells do make sense. Have I cleared Vortex? No, because I'm an absolute scrub. In truth, do you know what the reality is? Vladislav, great name. I haven't tried. Like, I haven't pushed. That's something we're going to do tonight, actually. Something we can do tonight. I haven't bothered with Vortex. I don't like a lot of those game modes, but it's something I should obviously do and try to do, but I just haven't bothered. So it is something we'll try her out in, see if she's any good. I actually imagine she would be quite good in it. We don't care too much about Flame Strike. Demon Bow's really straight. Listen, Demon Bow does what it needs to do, doesn't it? There's nothing wrong with Demon Bell. So we've got a B plus Madeleine. Super. The Vortex Expert, what? Cheese Betty the whole way with an Arm and Ra. Expert. I could cheese it if I wanted to. I've got base core sitting here. I could just build her up. Magic Sauce, 100%. Magic Sauce. That used to be such a good artifact, man. I don't care. Pack. It wouldn't bother me in the slightest that Eze's further than me in a part of this game. It wouldn't bother me. I'm proud of him. I'm proud of what he done. I'm proud that he was the first one in his server to do it. I'm not like, in this type of game, I've got no... I can't think of what I was going to say. I'm not competitive at all. Because I don't take the game... I don't play it, obviously, meta, right? So for me, I just want to build heroes that I think are fun and interesting. With obviously the caveat that I want them to do somewhat well. But I wouldn't have a Basilisk and I wouldn't have bloody Destinied a Basilisk if I cared too much about things. This game only. Listen, brother, you don't want to see me in a competitive game. I'm taking my boy to the park tomorrow to play football. He ain't going to score on me. He'll be lucky if he doesn't come home with a broken leg. Because I take everything deadly seriously. I don't know how... Which is why I think I find it weird. Not weird. People take this game so seriously. And it's like, there's so many other things you can be competitive in. I don't get why this is what you'd be competitive in. Like, there's so many other things you could decide to do. And yet they're like, this is what we're going to play optimally. It's like, okay. But... it is a free-to-play mobile game. Do you know what I mean? Oh, Pack, listen. That little boy, he's never going to beat me at anything. I'm gonna beat him. And the day he beats me is the day that I can tell him, I'm proud of you, son. I'm joking. I tell him that all the time. But he'll know that he's beat me legitimately. So the only thing he ever beats me in is Uno. And for some reason, he's really good at Uno. I can't stand Uno because it's luck-based, right? It's complete RNG. So when he wins, I tell him that. I scream it in his face. I say, it's only luck. That's what I don't do that. But he gets very excited when he wins stuff like that. And I do have to remind him. It's the cards you were dealt, brother. Hey, Pavel. To be fair, you're lucky you've caught me 2 days in a row. Because I don't, at the moment, I haven't been I normally stream on a Friday. I haven't been streaming much more than that. But because it went really well yesterday and I wanted to build up Madeleine and all that stuff, I decided to stream tonight. I am planning going forward in the new year to stream twice a week, once on YouTube's, once on Twitch. Try and build up some of that Twitch stuff. And see if it works for me, basically. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, we'll have to see. I really hope I've calculated this out correctly. I have. In fact, I've got an extra one. I had to regress. Apologies, Paco, in advance. I had to regress your Vesa, dude. But we still got the Vesa. But I needed the food out of her. So, Madeleine cooking with Vesa right now. One, he's not a toddler, he's 6. And 2, Uno is 100% luck-based. And he fucking cheats. Because he very rarely declares Uno. But I've been told by my wife that I'm not allowed to call him out on it during the game. And so that if he wins without calling out Uno, I'm not allowed to say, no, you lose, because you didn't call it. Which, again, I think ruins the spirit of the competition. But whatever. If she wants to raise a weakling, she can raise a weakling. That's completely up to her. Right, so we need not much. We don't need much. I'm not dumber than a 6-year-old. In fact, I'm pretty sure I'm smarter than him. He outsmarts me sometimes. He's very... mate, you know everyone says their kids are cute, and most of the time they're wrong, and their kids look like a potato that's been smashed on the floor over and over, right? Do you know, I went to my kids' play, but last week, the ugliest group of children I've ever seen. I was like, whoa, what has happened to this generation? They've been drinking way too much, like, tainted tap water to be looking like this. Anyway, he is the cutest little kid ever. It's the way he speaks, it's the way he acts, everything he does, everyone falls in love with him. And he uses it against me all the time because I'm a massive softie. So when he turns around and says something, or I'm trying to be like, no, don't do that, he'll just like look at me and I'm like, okay, I'm done. Well done, you can continue being a terrible child and I'll let that slide because I don't know what to do. I don't know how to respond to that. But yeah, he absolutely has me around his little finger 95% of the time. Obviously, if it's something serious, I bring the hammer down with the force of 1,000 hammers. But other than that, he just does what he wants. But then he's a good kid, so to be fair, it doesn't really matter. Right, I don't want to use that because I don't want to waste... I'll use this. I don't know how much spiritual essence I need. Randy will be well excited right now. Randy and Sandy aren't here. Do I use physical punishment? Absolutely not. No, maybe it's a cultural thing. My dad used to hit me with a belt. My dad used to wash my mouth out with soap. My dad used to hit me. I would never lay a finger on my children, no matter how much they're being irritating. I don't believe in it. And do you know what, right? I think when people hit their kids, it depends. My opinion on it changes depending on, one, what they're doing, like the parent, like how they're doing it, and two, why they're doing it. When I see parents do it when they've lost control, straight to jail. Right? Because if you've lost control and you're hitting your kid, it's not discipline, it's just you're being a dick. If you're in control and you decide that's what you want to do, okay, I don't agree with it, but I get that that's the way some people parent. But no, never physical punishment at all. Like, yeah, I remember once I took my little girl's hand. My little girl's 11 now. And I've like grabbed her hand, I've like tapped it. I was like, don't do that. And she just laughed and she gave me a hand. She wanted me to do it again. I was like, right, well, that's the furthest physical punishment I've ever done, and it completely failed. Oh, look, I've done it perfectly. Hey Ben, how you doing? We're just building up Madeleine, talking about whether we believe in hitting children or not, and we're gonna test her out and see how far we can go. I didn't break her, did I? Don't forget to break her, children. Bye, Vesa. We're not. Panic then. I was thinking, have I done the wrong hero? It's because I haven't transcended her. Absolutely fine. I don't have enough. Good enough, Sylvie. Nice. Oh, mate. Yeah, I just don't believe in it. I don't believe in hitting kids, personally. As I said, I think it's when people lose control, but that's just me. That's just me. We don't have enough. We're going to have to do 100 cores right here, right now, because we don't have enough cot. Ah. Where the fuck did that come from? I didn't have enough cot. Did I take that from Mysterious Sales by accident? Paco, I'll see you later, bud. Nah, I checked it earlier. I had 3 million. And I was thinking to myself, well, I'll get another million from doing chords. If I do 100 cores, a million-ish, and then I'll have to get some out. Yeah, no, Pavel, I had 3 million today. No. Vesa, sorry, I'm panicking. Do you know what I was thinking? What have I done? It would have been from Vesa. Yes, it would have been from Vesa. Okay, sorry everyone. Yeah, you were all correct. I must have checked before I'd regressed Vesa, but I was panicked then that I hadn't taken Stella. Oh, I'd have had a lot more than that anyway. 12. Doesn't matter. Everyone needs to stop panicking. It's absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. You get in there. You get upgraded. Dull. Okay. Right. we have a super cool skin which doesn't make her look anywhere near. Do you know what I find weird? Is that like this wasn't her normally, or like a version of that. Like I can't believe that this isn't a skin.
The moon is just a dessert.
Like, it looks so cool, man. I'm gonna use that. By God, we're gonna use that. She looks terrifying. Now she's done. We need to get her some gear. We need to get her geared up. So we need to go. We need to go into the bag. And we're going to need to go... find this. I know it's in here. It's not that. I knew it wasn't that. It's that. She's a priest, isn't she? Let's assume that she's a priest. Let's assume that. And it releases another chest, doesn't it? Or something stupid like that. So have I got to find another chest, or is it just giving it to me? I've done that before, and I was stressing because I couldn't find the armor set, and I had to take it again, out again. Why is that her? She looks... Oh, she looks so similar to so many other heroes. Yeah, do you know what? I think... And Barry... I do have to fucking take it out of another bag. Why? Why? Why do this? Where is it? Where is it now? It's in another chest. Is it? I hate this so much. It's there. Why? I've already opened the chest. Why would I not want it there and then? Absolute bastards. I've got 320k gems. I don't know how people spend gems in this game. I've said that. I think I said it yesterday. I don't know how they spend it in the game. I really don't. Resonance. Yeah, this is resonance, isn't it? That's the one I want. She's a priest, isn't she? She's a priest. So I remember thinking, oh, it looks like Fiona and Annabelle. It's another one. Listen, chaps. I've got so many gems. We're going to gem it. We're going to gem it. I'm not going to make you watch this, right? We're going to gem it out. And we're going to do this so that you guys don't have to watch me. All right? Because we've got so many gems on this account that it feels like I'd be the tightest man in the world not doing it. Even though I hate giving DH games gems for this purpose. Perfect. But it's what we're going to do. I was already attuned to Madeleine. It's obviously not the right one. Oh, of course it gives it first time. Fantastic. Fantastic. Wrong. I know. Listen, Pavel. I know you're new to the channel. We've done it live many times. In fact, the last time it went so badly that I said to myself, I'm never doing it on stream again, and I didn't. And I did, I needed Sylvia Norton Haig at the same time, so both warriors. And for some reason, I can't remember which way round it was, whether it was Sylvia or Norton Haig. One of them was first every single time by a country mile, and the other one was taking forever. And it would have taken like 40 minutes on stream to do that. And even though I'm really entertaining, no one wants to sit and watch me click buttons for 40 minutes on the same screen. Rainier was a pig to get as well. And that was that was so quick. I didn't even have to spend gems. I spent like 14,000 gems. So I hit well under the odds anyway. That was all 4 pieces, wasn't it? Auto equip. Yep. Sweet. Let's get her stone done. How much magic dust? Quite a lot. I don't know if I care. She needs to be quick. She needs to be quick. I know this already. So, no, why isn't it? Look it. No, she doesn't grant it to the enemy team, my bro. In fact, why am I saying that? Knowing DH Games, that's probably something they've done. It's not. So her transition skill and her sub 2. This what you mean by sub 2? No, grants 3 allies a shield and then stuns the opposition. Yeah. Listen, to be fair, if you look at Norton Haig's sub info, it doesn't even tell you how he gets his abyssal waves or whatever it is. Pavel, you would not believe the luck I had. It was, I can't remember which way round it was. It was either Sylvie or Norton Haig, and one of them came first every single time. I don't even think I had deep sub of passive skill 1. I don't even think I got actually duplicated. It just took forever to get the second. Right, sorry, look at the deep sub. I don't even know what deep sub. Oh yeah, it's just, it means allies, doesn't it? Or it just really doesn't want you to sub her passive one. Listen, it's obviously a translation thing, and I'm sure they'll patch that. It's crazy, but then, no, listen, I'm not going to say what I was about to say. I'm not going to say what I was about to say. Right, so we've done that. Let's convert this. Right, let's do that. In fact, I just want speed. That's what I want anyway, isn't it? I probably want speed HP, but we want speed because she needs to be quick. That's the only issue with this, right? Is ideally, from what I've been looking at, just reading all her stuff out, she wants to have 100, well, over 100 energy. So you need a 100 energy artifact, and oh, is that how I've done that before? Ideally, she wants to move like first. She's never ever in a million years moving before Basilisk. It's just not going to happen. What have I fucked up here? What have I done wrong? Yeah, it's based on her attack. But to be fair, it ramps. Have I don't believe that's occurred. It's a passive one. Did I need it? I needed 40 out of. I knew that. I did know that, to be fair. I just haven't taken it out of the bag. So we need to take 40 out, which would be 4 times 1 of 8 or 5. Let's just do 5. P1. 5. We can always do it again. It was the correct one. Fantastic. Great. She's fully subbed. She's got her skin. I don't think we can upgrade the skin because I don't think I've got no skin food whatsoever. But that doesn't matter. She definitely doesn't want that. She wants that deified. I've got the facilities. Because I've already got the mirrors and I've already got the exotic grimoire. Why haven't I already done that? I wonder why. Did I not have the relics? 100. Oh, they're so clean. So clean. Really proud of that. Let's. How many relics do I have? I've got loads of relics. Well, why haven't I done that? I suppose I just didn't need it. I don't need it. Let's see what everyone's rocking. Right, you get that off because that was not working. Embarrassingly. Okay, I don't know where I've put that now. So she's got mirror. He's got that. That's fine. Right, she's got that for some reason. That's wrong. You aren't supposed to have that. We're going to put that on you temporarily and then change it. She's got the worst artifact. I don't know why I've done that. I'm not making you a mod. Listen, Ez, I love you. There's just 0 chance. So she needs to be quick. And the thing is, right? Listen, I could make you a mod. I don't know where the mods are. I know that Ali's working. Kay's probably watching a film. Where Randy is, I don't know. Randy and Sandy, I don't know where they are. How How dare they not be here right now? I'm joking. I don't know whether, but we don't need mods. Everyone's cool and everyone's chill. And I've actually got it up on my phone, so if anyone dicks around, straight out of here. I'm sure everyone's gonna be fine. Let's face it, we're hardly controversial, and yeah, I'm sure we'll be absolutely fine. So I wanted another mirror. I wanted another one. Yes. Gosh. And another one. And then we need to go. I need to level it up, don't I? I do. Terrible value. Let's give her one of the mirrors. Level that up. We'll level up with all this stuff because you should never, ever use orange treasures to level up your artifacts. Not that it would matter for my account, but you shouldn't do it. They should be used to get the Orma stones, not Afterglow. Literally 10 times less efficient. Yay! Let's take you off. You learn something new every day, Pat. You're VIP 13. Listen, for absolute studs like us, it doesn't really matter. Here, this thing here, if you put in, for instance, do you know, I've got a whole video on it. On the artifact guide. Exclusive. Sorry, Vlad, that's it. So exclusive orange artifact is 10 times more efficient. The standard one is 2.5 times. If you've leveled it up, it's still more efficient than a base one, but you lose it because I've done a video on it, and the video, to be fair, explains it, and it's got a little table, and it's very useful to look at. But it doesn't really matter. And at the point of the game that I'm at, and obviously you're well ahead of the point of the game I'm at, it's irrelevant. It's more for newer players to not spam their orange artifacts and waste them. Yeah, basically. But that is going to be, because I'm going to redo my beginner guides. Make it a short vid, not a whole vid. But, nah. Why am I not making Splendid? Listen, the reality is, even though this account's quite old, I never had an artifact when I came back to this account because I always used to play like typical scrub where if I had a heroic summon scroll, I'd use it even outside of events. So I was VIP 7, level 220, and had nothing when I came back to the game. So I didn't have any artifacts. So I've been building them back up. I don't think there's an awful lot of artifacts that it makes sense to go to Splendid. It makes sense for me to do that once I've built out my roster. Now I've got a couple of the rings, I've got a couple of the mirrors, I've got Lingering, I've got Breath of the Wild. So now I've got like my stable of artifacts. I will start building them up. But I wanted to get... I'm about there now, to be fair, like where I wanted to be before starting to push forward. Yeah. I didn't just want to have like one insane artifact and nothing else. And on top of that, I mean, things like this. Does this matter if it's Splendid? Not really. You get some healing, but this so... I mean, that's why I think they've introduced Madeleine, right? Is the game is so bursty. So in this last year, if you look at the heroes we've had, shield, 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 completely nerf as attack, shit, burst, shield. So I think they're trying to tone it down a bit. Yeah, yeah, exactly. And I wanted to have like my roster of artifacts before worrying too much about what level they are. Yeah, I'm just not. Yeah, exactly, because they're healing. Like, and I'm sure there's circumstances where it's better, but for me, it's not. I mean, do you want some of the terrible decisions I've made in life? This fucking thing. The only reason I'd say actually it's not the end of the world is because it gives them... Nah, in fact, that's terrible. That's just terrible. I like the energy. And do you know what makes it worse? Absolutely not. We're not talking about that. Smash. So, when I was trying to like sort out all the speed, and it was all really tight, I then made this fucking thing, and it increases 3 speeds for allies with full energy. So it can completely nullify everything that you've tried to work so hard towards. Yeah, lingering, obviously, it just makes sense because it gets more powerful. But yeah, now I've built out and I've got my 2 mirrors and I've got 2 Will of Winters, and I've got my Dragon Rui, I've got Lingering, I've got Breath of Forest. I can start, and I've got the Cloak. I'm going to start building them out now. We'll see. Bisto. Right. Should we get Madeleine out? She is built out now, isn't she? There's nothing else I need to do. So I'll put the mirror on her. I actually think it's Elena that drops out of the team. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, technically it would be Sylvie, but I want to see what she can do, and she gives shields, so it makes sense to have her and Wukong, and I think Queen just makes sense. So it's Elena that I actually think is going to drop out. So what was she carrying? Ring. So Sonata. Right, we've got 2 spiritual mirrors. That's fine. Because we don't want too much energy feed, because it ruins Basilisks. I can't think of what the word's going to be. I can't think of the word. It puts him out of sync. Yeah, I know, but the thing is, Ben, I don't want Monkey to proc round 1 necessarily. Like with 100%, I don't want him stunning everyone, because I need some of them to attack so Basilisk can pop off. So I've put the Lingering on Monkey. I might end up taking it off of him and giving him something else, but I don't want that extra control precision. So it's trying to find a balance, and this is the balance that I've kind of felt fine with. Should we just see straight up? I don't think we're going to do anything here. I don't think we're going to... I don't even know what the enables are on my team at the moment. Let's just do one dry run, and then we'll go in and we'll see. Build a cat and run it on Monkey. I don't mind. Yeah, I could do that. Lucky cat. I mean, there's too much reading for me. I know, sorry, but I said I haven't even tuned anyone up yet. I need to change enables and everything. I haven't even done her imprints. What am I doing? Let's change the imprints up. I haven't even given her imprints. Koji, they did. Your name's going to pop up in a second, dude. I presume that's what you meant. I even managed to get Ali's done with a little crown over his head. I should have left that to be a surprise when you saw it. There you go. Got yellow, gold, basically the same thing. Nope. Imprints. I suppose we just want to make her tanky, don't we? Control immunity. Damage reduction. Don't really want anything else. Don't care about any of that. Could do block or armor. 70% blocks, not worth. Gold. Well, it is yellow that's been neoned, so I couldn't do any other way. Or I could have just done yellow, but I like neon colours. So Koji, I hope you're happy with the gold. I hope you're happy with it. So, right, I haven't even checked. I haven't even checked what I've got this set up for. Because we're gonna do some PvP as well. Infusion stones. We can do infusion stones as well. We are gonna do some PvP. Might change that. That's fine. That's fine. That's not fine. Because she has some CC shed as well, which is really nice. What have you got? We're just going to do that. We're just going to do that. That's fine. We're not going to sit and cry too hard. Does Elena have any artifact on her now? She still has Will of Winter. or Snowheart. It's not Will of Winter yet. That's the other thing that I need to do. I need to get Will of Winter up and running desperately. Because if we look fighters competition, we need to do fighters competition. Oh, I haven't done this yet. That's right. I was going to do it on stream yesterday and I forgot. So we're going to get lots of cheeky little rewards. More importantly, we get to do 50 wishing coins. Yay. Next DT hero. No, Wukong's already DT, bro. Isn't he? Yeah. It might actually. Do you know what? I was amazed. Collect all my free loot. I was amazed at what difference it made having Wukonginator in here as DT compared to non-DT. So it's 4,520,000. 1.649. It's incredible, right? So it's literally like 3 times. I said literally. I shouldn't have said literally without knowing it was literally. No, it is like 3 times. So that's right, Kay. No worries, bud. But Ben, I knew that he gave Bus. I didn't realise it was that insane. So that's making me think, well, I might as well just do Sylvie. Because on top of that, she's got some really nice Destiny abilities. And it's going to boost my Bassi up. And I like Sylvie. And if I end up using Madeleine, she's perfect as well. Here's the thing that I didn't know about. And I don't know how long I can plan this out. At the moment, Basilisk only has 1 tenant in that slot. It's only Sylvie. What happens if the next time a hero gets released, they're fucking amazing? And we've wasted 4 cores on Sylvie. So that's the only thing holding me back slightly. But I mean, Ignatia and Vespera, and in fact, to be fair, all of them only have 1 so far. So it's like, I don't know. And Wukong in second spot, I suppose, isn't going to get overtaken anytime soon. So maybe it will be Sylvie. I think it will be Sylvie. It's probably going to be Sylvie. It's going to be Sylvie. Should we try Void Vortex? I don't even know where I am in Void Vortex. I haven't tried Void Vortex in ages. We're at Overseer. I don't even know what Overseer is. I don't even know what Overseer is. Ah, mate, we should be smashing through this. Eze. Cheese through it. Let's get Madeleine in. I don't suppose she needs to be frontline, does she? Yeah. Nice, coach. Yeah, Pavel, and it's just such a shame, isn't it? Yeah, do you know? Oh, we smashed it. Wasn't even looking. I was playing when they had the core swap, but I didn't have any cores to worry about. But I couldn't believe the price point to exchange one. I thought it was insane. Hopefully, maybe, potentially, the feedback they got from that, the next one will be a little bit more reasonable. But then it's DH Games, so who knows? Just to clarify, it doesn't matter that she's a support hero. Madeleine trash confirmed. So let's see if we're breezing through that. We won't worry about it too much. That's not what people want to see, right? Do we want to look at Trial of Champion? Well, it's my Basilisk. It's my Basilisk. It's my baby boy. He's phenomenal. He's the best thing since sliced bread. Oh, yeah, to be fair, I need to do Hollow as well. What are we power-wise? 1 billion power roos. Let's go against this guy. He's more power than us. We're going to see if we can beat the fuck out. Oh, I didn't put Madeleine in. Oh, for God's sake. For God's sake. See. Oh, you fucking bitch, Betty. Honestly, bro. Such a cheesy character. I'm going to turn down the music a little bit. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, that's you. Betty sucks. Betty sucks balls, bro. Right, I didn't have Madeleine in there. Madeleine back in. Apollo's on 1.2 million, and he's got the special pet. He's got lingering. He should have lingering. No, he uses energy basilisk. Listen, you've got to understand, man. Ali's basilisk is far better than my basilisk. And the thing is, it's an all or nothing thing. If you make basilisk energy first round and ult first round, and you don't wipe them out, you're dead. It would be a lot more consistent for him to ult round 2, especially if you've got some cleanse and now shields with Madeleine. But yeah, look at this fucking scrub. He was more powerful than me. Goes down. Look how many shields. Perfect. His pet didn't do a lot for him there, did it? Gwyn. Right, this guy again. He's got a bit more power than me. He's got some D7 heroes. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can get done. We don't go against teams that are weaker than us. We're not cowards. There's a reason that when people like Rover come in the chat, we always fight him. Always fight him. Never back down. Never. Even with these cheesy motherfuckers, Betty Wukong teams, every single team. I know I've got Wukong. Wukong's here as a tenant, though, to be fair. Kill that fucking Betty. If she procs and she wipes out my team along with Vulcan, okay, there you go. I think we're fine. I mean, Vulcan I'm worried about. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm a little bit worried about Vulcan. I really wish Sylvie would taunt him. I'm a little bit worried about Vulcan. But no, Bastis is going to... Yeah, Ben, listen. Yeah. Oh, look at the little gingerbread men parachuting down. That's obviously part of her skin. That's so cool. See, look, we're just wiping people out. Basilisk, OP damage dealer confirmed. Madeleine, don't even know what she's doing. So that's fine. Pavel. Thing is, I'd have to delete someone, I think. But look, this is... You add me and I'll delete someone. Because you'll remember, members get privileges like friends list. But Ben, I don't mind losing. And do you know what, right? There will be one time that something crazy is going to happen and I'm going to beat one of you guys out of the blue. And I'll be so proud of myself. The other thing is, you're only as good as your last game. So I'd never, ever let you fight me again. And I would declare myself champion. And yeah. Why the F would you build... The only reason I'd build Asmodel is because he's so cheap. Pavel, have you added me? Is that you? You son... No way. Is that you? Are you in my server? Join the guild. Not you. Okay, but this guy can join anyway. If he needs to join. Asmo is not the daddy. Right, this guy. Why do I recognise this? Is this one of you lot? I don't know who Venny is. Venny's gone. Venny's gone. Paco. Very disappointing that he hasn't kept up his end of the bargain and continued. It's Cobalt that smashes the shit out of me as well, isn't it? Yeah, Cobalt. Cobalt and Rover. And Ben, obviously. I mean, you know, disgusting. Pavel. Ah, look at... You can't add more friends. You can't have more friends, Pavel. You've let me down. I like Asmodel. I don't mind Asmodel. And he does a speed reduction as well, so I was considering building him for my Basilisk team. And he can obviously hit like a truck. It's just one of those things where it's like, why build him when you could build Basilisk, who kind of does what Asmo does, but better. A lot of damage, but it's more consistent. Reduces team speed. I just don't, Or is it increase your team speed? Whichever one it is. Well, it depends. Pavel's obviously a very popular person. He's got far too many. There you go. Right, let's kick the crap out of Pavel. Let's kick the crap out of him. We're watching this from his point of view, so if it comes up lost, it means he's lost. Just so we all know. I found a flaw in my plan. Haven't got unbending will on Basilisk. Like it would make the slightest bit of difference. But there you go, Pavel. You dirty Betty player. I like the avatar. Can't even say, there you go. You've got a heart from me, dude. Ben and Pavel are guildmates, and you found yourselves here on stream together. And in fact, I was showing Pavel your account last night. I wasn't on your account. He was asking me if I go on people's accounts, and I showed him yours. Let's do a bit more talk. We're only going against the big boys. Only going against the big boys. We don't go against people with less power. It's a rule on the channel. Unless it's K. The issue is, where we've stunned the shit out of everyone, we might struggle round 2 to pop with Bazzy. Not that it matters. Oh, yeah. That is an abomination. Right. So, for these guys, isn't Sean up here somewhere? What one's Sean? Sean's normally up near the top, isn't he? Immortal Toad. What a scrub in second place. What an absolute scrub. We ain't beating this guy. Should we fight him, though? Listen, we know we're going to lose, but we're going to fight him. Alright? We're going to fight him. Because if we were to beat this guy, he's nearly twice our power. I think that'd be remarkable to show you that Basilisk is viable and that Madeleine's OP confirmed. Difficulty is, it's hard to know. So, how you doing, dude? Maybe I can find you. You've got to be careful, though. You've got to be careful. I might challenge you to fight and embarrass you in front of everyone here on stream. This guy's embarrassing me. But as I said, nearly twice my power, this guy. We've put up a good fight. Has it ended up well? No. But that's fine. He started strong as well. Started strong. So, where are you, my friend? Who are you on here? Flexing. I don't recognise Kawasaki. Julian. Mason's up there with a 3 billion power team. 1.8 billion. Yeah. $1,024. Oh, do you want me to try and fight you? I can try. Listen, I'm happy to try and fight you. I'm on 1,024 points. You try and get to 1,024. We will do a couple of other bits in between, and I'll come back and I'll try and fight you. That'd be fun. I'd love to fight. I'd love to fight you guys in the actual game. What we were going to do as well, we needed to go to Hollow because we got. I think. Am I right in saying we got hard stuck? Shields. Let's try this out. Madeleine. See, only look at her. She throws gingerbread houses and everything, man. She's so cool. Basilisk. Basilisk goes boom. And let's try these guys out. Everyone's done. It's fine. We're not going to say this was Madeleine. Oh, such an idiot. Rover, how you doing, brother? Do you know what I haven't done? This is the problem, and something that unless you stream this game, you won't think about. You forget to do stuff all the time. I've got all my treasures that I haven't done. Like literally all of my treasures. All of them. I've got so many treasures. Right. So 3.2, 230. 3.2, 230. 3.2, 230. Nice. So we've got an extra 40 million attack. I had to calc that out. But we got some nice damage reduction stuff as well. So that's cool, man. And obviously we've got. Don't you tell me that. Listen. In fact, why am I getting insulted by that? Call me British Barry. Whatever. Pac-Man. Pac-Man's back. So now Madeleine's got her treasures. She didn't even have her treasures. You just see how well the testing was going that we didn't even have her treasures done. But yeah, look at that. He's just... listen, I know... saying that, Sylvie can do some brutal damage. Not the way I've built her. She's a... I've given her the Dragon Rui, to be fair, because I want her to be taunting people. Taunt is such a phenomenal CC. Because it doesn't limit, especially like to go with Basilisk, because it doesn't limit them attacking. So it's great. What, Sylvie support? I know Sylvie support, but Sylvie can output damage. I've played on Randy's account, man, and Sylvie was absolutely fucking popping. Like absolutely popping. It was more, I was saying she hasn't done a lot compared to Madeleine's damage. Because obviously Madeleine just doesn't, it's nothing to do with it whatsoever. But no, Sylvie can be quite tasty. But no, I love Sylvie. Yeah, so like I'm not running her as a damage dealer. Yeah, well no, Ali, to be fair, Ali's obviously working, which is fine. And it's a Saturday, and so I imagine he's really busy. So Ali, there's never any pressure on him to be here. I am bitterly disappointed in Randy and Sandy that they're not here. I'm joking. What is your arc? Arc with a check mark. I might not be able to get you. No. I can't get you. To be fair, none of these fuckers are near me on the points. Is that what you meant to try and find you? On there, because obviously I won't be able to find you on here. Can you imagine? It's up to listen. It's up to you, Sol. I don't want you to do it, but I don't know why. But to be honest with you, these are for some reason 978, 1008, 1098. So they're, even though they're different people, they've kept them basically exactly the same point system. So I think if I go into a fight, let me go into a fight. Let me absolutely dumpster this scrub. I wonder if that would change the 3-point totals that it's offering me. Yeah, it is. What did you say you're at? 1026. Let me dumpster this scrub and see if it then gives me people on your points total. Ah, yes, we might get you. Oh no, they're all bang on 1027. What on earth? No, I think it's going to be too hard, Sol. I think it's going to be too hard. To try and math it all out. Hey, Sandy, we were just talking smack about you and Randy. Because this is the first stream that we thought you weren't going to make. How are you doing? Are you okay? We weren't really talking smack. We were just, yeah. I think Paco said it's weird that Randy's not here. Yeah, no. So we'll try it again. We'll try again another time. I don't know what the how they qualify it in terms of points. They are weird. Look, to be fair, I don't even need the shields. Just demolishing. I love my Basilisk. How, Rover, are you still here, Rover? Out of interest, because you're... Hey, Dan, how you doing? Well, that's it. Dan, it's exactly what I was about to say, right? How on earth do you test a support? Like, I think she's okay. She gives shields at the start. Break through some damage reduction. Like, it's fine. Like, I don't know... Yeah, how do you know how testing occurs for support heroes? Like, because I don't get it. I get how you can kind of judge damage dealers, but is it just like results based? Because even then, I don't know. I mean, she feels fine. I don't know if she's making any difference. Like, I don't know. But is that... I don't think... That's not her purpose, though, is it? Because her purpose is to shield up and heal and stuff like that. So... Yeah, but how are you comparing that... What I'm saying, Rover, and he goes, how am I comparing that to someone else? I don't get it. It's so... it must be really hard. I mean, to be fair, Rake was saying that. No, Renville was saying that, I think. Not Rake. That they found that it was one of them when they were talking. When I asked them how they do testings, and they were like, "Oh, we just do loads of fights." Yeah, that's it. So okay, but then obviously, if that's the case, then she's going to do better than Elena, for instance. But then Elena gives other things. But I say that. I mean, Elena gives a better CC shed, but even then, Madeleine gives CC shed. So yeah, I think she's cracked down. 100%. But it's really difficult, right? I'm in a position where, like, I'm going to make a video on her. But I try not to lie or guess. I suppose the reality is, if, more than anything, if she happened, like with Sylvia, I've built Sylvia because she's a tenant for Basilisk. She also does happen, hey Jason, to work really well with Basilisk. But so does Madeleine. Madeleine works well with Basilisk and thingy. So therefore, it's going to be a good hero, isn't it? Yeah, Jason, honestly, I don't know how to compare it. I don't, but she has to get healed, doesn't she, to stun, and 3 times in a round. Yeah, Dan, that's it. She does have a lot of I think it's one of those, like, because that's why I think Arania and King Norton Hague rather, they would be really good synergy with her. But then it's almost like, well, you're building a team around building a support, so you can't do that. But her kit is fascinating, and I like, and the fact that I already had Wukong and Sylvie in my team kind of makes sense that Madeleine would work. And the frantic gluttony and the shields and the CC cleanse work perfectly for Basilisk. So Elena probably drops out, in truth, but it makes sense for me still to have Elena for stuff like whether it's this or other game modes. And she's a tenant for Melissa, who's my second homeowner, because I've now officially got 1 max house. So it makes sense to keep Elena. Oh. Yeah, well, I've got Alakita on my non-meta account. I think I'm going to stream that Wednesday. And we're going to do some summons and things like that. I'm going to do Twitch because that's Christmas Eve, and I wanted to stream a little bit on Christmas Eve just to say hi to everybody, etc. And so Madeleine can get built on that account, but then I don't really want to have the same heroes in different accounts. But Right, he got the heart the day before, and I thought he wanted to tell me and would be annoyed missing the stream. So I asked Rich if I should make him. He said yes. I did. Never again. What? Did he get annoyed? He surely didn't get annoyed that you woke him up for the stream. But do you know what? That doesn't surprise me. Does that surprise me? With the Natalie? Oh, so I'll check your team out. Yeah, this is, and do you know what I'm really happy about, right? Is we can sit here and have these kind of conversations. And it's a nice conversation, right? Because it's fascinating hearing all your different points of views. Oh, Pac-Man. No, to be fair, it will be YouTube on Christmas Eve. It'll be YouTube on Christmas Eve. In the new year, I'm going to do one stream on YouTube, one on Twitch. No, Rover, that's not what I meant. Don't take me like that. What I meant was, if you'd have said to me, do I think that it would go up taking Natalie out, or do I think, say, it would stay the same or go down? I feel like, it depends obviously on who else you've got in the team, but I feel like Madeleine would probably contribute more, even though she does less than Natalie, damage-wise. So no, it wasn't the case you need to prove it, Brad. I was trying to think in my head, does that make sense or not? Because loads of this stuff doesn't make sense to me. You were on the Amazon servers, Soul. Fascinating. Let's check you out. You won't be on here though, will you? You won't be on here, I don't think. I got put off by your lull, Rover. That's why. Where was it? Your 90th. Arc. I look at you, Mr. 10 bill power. Soul's come out to play. SS. Fucking 3 Ignises. And 2 carries. You dirty dog. You dirty dog. And you've got the apparition monster. Yeah, Rover, that's what I was saying. So yeah, because Natalie, people use Natalie to do damage. So yeah, she's going to do less than him, but boost up whoever does the main. So yeah, I'm surprised it made that much of a difference. But I suppose yeah, it depends what the rest of the team is. Because if she doesn't just boost one hero. So if you've got a couple of different damage dealers, obviously the difference would be much bigger. But interesting. So you've got. I don't get all the fucking skins. I don't know the skins. But that's great. That's nice team, dude. And you've got some of your little avatars. Am I being stupid? Where's this 300 million attack on that Sylvie? Am I being a giant scrub? I love the fact you've got Norton Haig in your lineup. Oh, your team looks so cool. Your team looks so cool. I like the fact it's not like, because if we go through, say we go through to basic whale stuff, right? Basic whale stuff. He's not a whale. Has he just grinded his way up there? Oh, that's her skin. Oh, yes, see, Ben, I don't know about skins. I get so confused. And so many of the skins make the heroes look so similar. Like, I feel like this doesn't look like Madeleine, obviously. So it just makes them all look the fucking same. But that's super cool. I like the team very much so. And I'm happy I didn't have to fight her. Because I would have definitely lost. Definitely would have lost. Let's do some more. We'll see if we can push further in here, to be fair. Oh no, do you know what we can do? Ooh. Do you reckon with those treasures that it's boosted Basilisk up any amount? I haven't even bothered building up any like 6-star heroes to help him out. Nah, and he hasn't got Unbending Will either, so that was stupid. Let's ignore that. But we should certainly be able to... Oh, yeah. Because she just won't die. She obviously doesn't do a lot of damage, right? But she's just not going to die to people. she's smashing through them. Oh, she does that bloody follow-up attack as well, so that's going to be annoying. We're not going to watch it. We'll wait till we get stuck, and then we'll watch a couple more. Fascinating. I'm going to have to look into her main as well, like her core. Has anyone watched Barry's series on it yet? I haven't watched any of his stuff with it, but he's done a CSG series. Yours doesn't die. You challenging me to a fight. Yeah. Stop bullying me. Dan, have I got you on here anyway? I don't know if I've got you on. What's more important than gems is 4-star shards. 100%. Though to be fair, I was damaging Rover's... Was it Rover's or Ben's one yesterday? They just put that on the field. And I did do some... I couldn't out-damage it. But I was able to tickle it a bit. But that's because of Basilisk Mania. Let's... I really shouldn't have put... We'll try it. We'll see how we're doing at 26. It's all the follow-up attacks, bro. We can't watch it. I'm going to have to change it. I have to take the Madeleines out because we can't sit and watch 6 follow-up attacks. We'll put Finn in there for shits and gigs. And the other Finn. And Inosuke and Mirage. Your E5. Yeah, shut up, Rover. I didn't imply it was anything less than or more than E5 either. I wasn't trying to like... I'm so good. I managed to damage his hero. Just called me out in front of everybody, in front of all my pals. Let's see how this goes. We've only got 35 minutes. We've only got 35 minutes, by the way. Koji, I don't know. I will look at them. To be fair, I'm not the one to ask those kind of questions because I still... Let's have a look. Because she will... I think she will be destinied. I think we will destiny her. Boss fights. I can do some boss fights. I can do boss fights. Ooh. Ooh. Nice. Built-in Demon Bell. Built-in Demon Bell. Clunky Drums. Thank you for joining up. I am presuming you're free to play. Because if you've got more resources than food, then you are free to play. And that is very common. Yeah, VIP 5, so a low spender. It's a very, very common thing to do. It is to lack food. It's the problem now. And what they've kind of solved is with the Dawn plan. If you buy the Dawn plan and you get these little chests, and I said this and I didn't say it outrightly because I'm never going to recommend people do it, but I have a feeling I'm probably going to end up doing it. I can't fucking find the chests. Reveal yourselves. I can't find. Oh, there you go. I think this is a really good way of getting food. But obviously there's so many more things here. So I feel like there'll be people that will use this for food, and I'd completely see why. Dan, who are you trying to persuade that she's really good? Because I don't think anyone's disputing that. Yeah, clunky. I mean, even just... Also, what I would say to you is this. So what was your original message? You got loads of Stellar, can't get what you want in terms of E5s, so Grim. All my E5s are VO since I can't use 10 stars for that. Well, there's a problem there. Don't do that. When you say all your E5s, I presume the Transcendence heroes are V4, because what you'll find, brother, listen, I don't know how long you've played this for, and don't take this in a negative way. If you're sitting there and you're trying to get to 6E5s, 100% understand that. Oh, you got 2 T5 trans. Right, fine. Do you know what? I was really worried you were going to say that you had like 2 trans heroes and they were like E5. Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's a long-term game. It is such a long-term game. Food is the problem. They've started to address it with this Dawn plan. We'll see what else they do and what else they bring out. But yeah, it seems to be food over resources that's the problem. I found that not so much with this account, hey Yasin, but more with my non-meta account, that I'd spent too much because I didn't have the food. I had all the resources, I just didn't have the food to use it with. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Guys, can I make it perfectly clear? Yeah, Clunky, you'll get there, bro. It's just a long time. It's just a time sink. I don't understand this. I ain't even gonna understand. I ain't even gonna lie. I don't understand this. If this is every month, it's fucking insane, and it's so good from a food point of view. I need to do So what someone just said to me, we need to do a boss fight. I will do a boss fight. I'll do one without. And I'll just switch it straight out for Elena, to be fair. Makes sense, doesn't it? But I won't... Oh, to be fair, I will find out from doing this as well. I will find out from doing this. "100% Clunky, that's the game." that's the game. Yeah, Yasin, we will look in a second. I'll give you a brief overview. I will release a video Tuesday or Wednesday. There's going to be like a full breakdown of like the same kind of thing I've done for Basilisk. But I need to put some work in. I need to look at some stuff. Like, I hadn't even looked at her Destiny abilities. But I want to do that for every hero that comes out. I want to get them to Tree 5 and fully subbed out. Even if I then regress them, it doesn't matter. I'm just not going to fully commit to cause unless I really know. Yeah, coach, 100%. What are you tagging with Discord? What are you tagging me about? Which worries me when I get tagged. Rookie numbers, bro. Rookie numbers. Why has it not got the E number next to it? Why is yours displayed weird? Surely it has E, isn't it? I love how they didn't do any damage. Just lock them down 24/7. Crazy figures. It's nearly off the page. Right, let's see. 9 billion. Trillion? Billion. Whatever the 9 is. It's a 9. Oh, wow. Holy shit, we've done a lot more than we done last time. I mean, to be fair, I don't know, why am I doing it? It'd be Drake in the team anyway. This team has done loads more. Yeah, it's weird, Clunky. I don't disagree with what you're saying. But the thing with the time gating is, right, if they didn't time gate it... Yeah. Oh, right, okay, bro, I didn't realise that. They couldn't code and prepare for all you whales is the problem. All you bastards. They have to time gate stuff. They have to, because otherwise they couldn't have a game that lasted 7 years. And I mean, they could make things quicker. And I think the problem with the game is, like, I think the problem is there is too many lulls in the game. Like, too many periods where there's not a lot to do. And I think that's where a lot of players kind of lose interest. Yeah, and it's to get money out of people. And like we do it, we spend money on the game. And it's our own fault, really. but it's an enjoyable game. It's the reality of it, or I think it is. Why this Shia is just being absolute. But I thought I was going to destroy her, which is why I didn't even bother changing it around to be more optimal, because we don't need you in. And Melissa or Madeleine, it probably makes more sense to be fair to do that. Yeah, I don't. Do you know what? Actually, that's a really interesting point. Is it more impactful to spend 1,200 contract starries on an event, or 1,200 on Dawn Plan? I would have thought it's got to be Dawn Plan, because you don't get resources to get a full 10 event currency. So the Dawn Plan's got to be more effective, because you'd get 1.25 million stellar out of it, out of doing, say, the event currency. Well, you don't even get that. Oh no, well you would, because it's whatever. So say 1.75 million stellar, and what would you then get from 600 or 1,200 contract starries getting the 2 Dawn Plans? Do you know, I'll math that out. That's a very interesting. Who first brought that up? Was that Code? Or Pack? No, it was Code. I'll have a look at it. I'll look into it and I'll do some calculations. Because there's got to be an answer to that. Obviously, there's got to be an answer to that. I just don't know what the answer is. I'm trying to think logically. I think the Dawn Plan would be more effective. Because you get half, you only get 50. Oh no, I say only 50. You get 50 of the chests. Yeah, clunky. They've got it down to a T, bro. Rover, I got you. Well, there's no way of me making Basilisk slower. Well, no, if I do, I'll make it into a video, Paco. But I want to find out first and foremost whether or not the Dawn Plan is launching every single month in its current state. If it is, then I'll do the proper calcs for it. The reason I don't think they will do that is because it would mean that, like, for instance, you're less likely to spend on events, right? If you just have to spend $40 a month, like, you get so much good. Like, if you did the Dawn Plans for 1,200 contract starries and you pay the $20 for each of them, you almost don't have to spend in events. Like, you just use your resources and some contract starries on the big event of the month, and like, you wouldn't have to worry about it. You get your refund and stuff. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think it is better value. No, clunky. It's not. Listen. The problem is, and again, it's going to be a video in the new year. If you played the game when I started in 2017, the max hero level was 10. That's 10 star. There was no E1, E2, E3, E4, E5. There's no void or anything like that. But the game was such a fucking slog. It took ages to do anything. Like, resources were really hard to come by. Hero copies were really hard to come by. Now all of that is infinitely easier. But at the same time, to get a max level hero is infinitely harder. Do you know what I mean? You need like 9. Oh, do you know, I worked out earlier. So you need 5, 9. I think it's 14 equivalent 10 stars. I think I worked out over 900 5 stars to make a Tree of Origin 5 hero. When it used to be 60 to make the max, when it was just a 10-star hero. So yeah, and they've done some really weird things mechanic-wise that people are unhappy with. Like, the Grimoire was a great update, depending who you ask. I think it was a good update. A new power creep mechanic, fine. The issue was they've updated it now, and there's like another 5 parts off of that. So you're looking at it thinking, when is it going to end? And my argument is, for a new player joining the game, it must look horrendous. Like, because you just can't, you're never going to get to the end game. Because the end game goalposts get pushed further and further back as time goes on. So even though you can get more stuff, you're still not keeping up with the power creep. Yeah, but that's not just for you, Clunk. That is for so many people. Like, even me, I'm looking at it thinking, that's outrageous. Like, what's expected is outrageous. And it's only going to get worse, right? But it depends on on what you want to get out of the game. I still think it's a really good game. It's a free-to-play game. You don't have to spend money. You don't have to spend money on this game. It's just obviously it slows it down a lot for you. The only good thing I would say is that Dawn plan and the new monthly card. If the Dawn plan comes around every month and you could turn around and buy them, and you could buy a monthly card and you're $50 in for a month, and that is something you were comfortable spending a month and you didn't have to put any money into events, you'd get enough resources and gems and extra resources from the monthly card and all that stuff to make it really worth it. But if you weren't prepared to be a light spender in this, would I recommend you start the game? No. Yeah, Packer, that's it. Like, it's not. I would never. If someone came to me and said, as a free-to-play player, should I start playing this game? I'd say, fucking not a chance. If you were someone who was a whale, I'd say, yeah, go for it. You're gonna have loads of fun. If you were like, look, I don't mind spending $30-40 a month, whatever, I would recommend you play this game, because I think that would keep a really nice progress pacing as you go forward. But I feel like as a free-to-play or really light spender, if you haven't already got an established account now, would I start as a brand new player as a free-to-play? Absolutely not. I think you'd just, and it would get demoralising. Like, you'd be a year in, and from when you've started to a year in, there's going to be a new Grimoire update, which puts you even further back. So yeah, it's a tricky one. I mean, I personally love fresh start games. I've said that all along. But it's after you get to your first E5 and you unlock the void and you clear all the stuff you need to clear, like Aspen, all that stuff, then it just becomes, right, can I hit bigger numbers? Okay, like, is that thrilling gameplay? I don't know. I mean, I like the team comp, which is why I go down the non-meta route, because I just like the team comp side of things. I personally couldn't just make a team of the 6 most optimally based heroes, because at that point you already know what you're doing, right? There's no play in that. There's some things you have to be optimal with, like not spending outside of events, certain artifacts you have to get, all that kind of stuff, 100%. But then there's other ways where, you know, it is a game and you should be able to play the game and enjoy the game without reading off a script exactly what you've got to do. Yeah, and to be fair, Clunk, we've got Eze in the... I don't know if he's still in the chat. I don't know if he left. But Eze was the first one on his server to complete Void Vortex, and he was free-to-play player. Saywad, and do you know what? It's interesting, right? I can... How you doing, by the way? I do get your point. I think, though, you miss out. Like, if you're a new player and you looked at this gameplay and they said, I really like the fact that you've got Destiny heroes. I like the fact that you can pick which heroes you sublime. I like all that stuff. How long is it going to take before I can get a Destiny hero? And you turn around to that person and say, 2 years. They ain't going to want to play the game. I think, as I said, that's if you're a brand new player. If you're already an established player and you've built stuff up, it's completely different. I don't get jealous of the fact that I'm never going to have an SSS hero. I don't get jealous of the fact that I'm never going to be top the PvP board. I don't get jealous of the fact that I'm probably never going to get my temple up to whatever it is to get a DT 16. Like, that doesn't bother me. What would bother me is if the Grimoire every 6 months gets a new level and I just feel like, oh god, they're just killing it. Yeah, and that's every game, Jason, to be fair. I said, I think you can play this game and enjoy it. Like, and I think I look at it, I really enjoy fresh starts of games. The difficulty comes if you're free to play, like proper free to play. Once you're about 2 months in, you hit this plateau where you just can't do anything, right? Because once you've reached your first E5 hero or first V4 hero, you haven't got any support for that hero, right? So, because you've pumped everything into it. Yeah. So I think the issue is, say you get your first V4 hero to unlock Cloud Island, all that good stuff, right? Your team, because of the way the power levels work, your team isn't going to get better basically until you have another V4 hero. Obviously with a 9-star Ignis and Waldeck it gets better, but so your team then, all that time it's taking you to get one V4, well, you need to spend that again to get another V4 before you can get any more progress, and it just gets really stale really quick. Ali, hey dude, there he is, man of the hour. But yeah, so Yeah, but I would say as well, I don't think you have to spend a lot to make the game enjoyable, like to get progress, which is the good thing. Like, I feel like people overestimate how much you have to spend to get progress in this game. I really don't think you do. I really think 30, 40 bucks a month, you can have a lot of fun with this. And if you've already played for 3 or 4 years, then being free to play is fine because you've got the bases there, you've got the resources there, you've got the food there. Oh, no worries, Ali. I put the little crown on just for you, man. Yeah, clunky, exactly. You can buy the 15-buck relay, you get the sign-in book, and you get all the goodies that come with it, and that's fine. Yeah, well, food's just a time sink, bro. I don't know how long have you played the game for? Because food is just a time thing. And got another video idea because it seems to be a problem that loads of people are having with food. Make sure you're getting like all your shards from taverns, and make sure you're doing it from Seal Land and all that stuff, so you're building 5 stars and so you're building efficiently. Yeah, so you're a new player, which is great. And do you know what? It's really nice to hear that someone has joined up in October and they've stuck with it for a couple of months, because so many people quit. So many people quit. And you've gone through the worst point, not the worst point, but the most difficult part, which is getting past that first 2 weeks where you're trying to understand stuff. I'm presuming and hoping that you know that you're saving resources up for events and stuff like that, because that's the non-negotiable, right? Like, I always turn around to people and say you should play as non-meta as possible, play for fun. But those are like the basic tenets. Yes, you found it boring. I think maybe the reason I find it interesting is because I love using the core heroes in the game. Yeah, Saban, I do agree with you. I think early games is more fun because, as I said, at this point, I say that now I've got to a point that is fun because it's increasing. Like I'm getting further and all that shit. But like the non-meta has hit a plateau. Now, until I get to this point on that account, it's a bit meh. Like, it's really cool to get your first 3-5 hero and all that kind of stuff, and it does boost your power level. But again, until you then get to your second one, your team doesn't really get much better. And then until you get to your third one, it doesn't get much better. Especially because of the HP and the power and the attack levels in this game. Unlike being able to use Waldeck and Ignis at 9-star in core gameplay, it doesn't really work that way once you get to like this power level. Saywad, I agree with that. I don't look at like MK. When I used to watch account when I first, before I started doing YouTube and I came back to the game, I was watching MK's videos, and I used to love watching the account reviews on like shitty accounts because I used to find it interesting. I wanted to learn from it, and then there'd be account reviews on guys that are like 10 billion power, and it's just boring. I don't find it fun. I think it's impressive to have it, but like, but for me, it's not. Yeah, it's the journey rather than the destination that I find fun. Yeah, clunky. Yeah, that's it. I mean, the campaign, they did actually change that earlier on this year. They made it so that you didn't get level gated as much as you did before. It used to be a lot worse. They also increased the experience you got from certain points in the game. So I think it's like 3 or 4 days in, suddenly your experience spikes massively in the campaign for 30 or 40 levels. Ali, how was your day, dude? By the way, how was your day? Busy at work, I'm presuming. I don't even know why I'm watching this. I don't know what's good and bad. Okay. Monkeys do it. Sebastis didn't do a lot. Because Vespera was taking his fucking energy. With 10,000. Does it add up? So 114,000 points. Does it add up? Or is it single fight? Oh, Ali, I haven't faced you yet, man. I'd smash you in Horde. You will never see me coming. Right, let's check that out. I don't know. We're top 10k. Woohoo! Yeah, 100 Koji it is. Even if he gets you to the only, yeah, no, it is because you could get a maximum of 2 discounted rewards, right? So yeah. Yeah, well, do you know what, Clunky? And I'm not saying this in a negative way. I wouldn't consider where you are mid-game. Mid-game is quite a bit further on. So to get to mid... I was saying that, no, you did say you completed the Glory Challenge, didn't you? Because once you complete the Glory Challenge, you get to Realms Gate, I don't know, level 80 or 100, depending on what you want to call it. All that kind of stuff. But yeah, you need to certainly get to Realms Gate 80 so you're getting the CSG rewards. I presume, obviously, you've cleared Aspen and all that kind of stuff. I'm presuming. And you must have cleared Tower by now. I'd have thought. I'd have thunk. Oh yeah, no. So you've done you've only played since October. You must have started earlier than October to be where you are. Surely. Oh no, it could be 3 months. But well done for doing it. So and is this like your first ever time doing it? Because that's really impressive. If you've managed to do that efficiently, that's really impressive, dude. Late August, yeah, that makes more sense. But that's really impressive. Yeah, well done. And if it's your first time playing the game, being able to keep it where you're doing things properly is phenomenal, man. So I'm well chuffed. Out of interest, Clunky, it's the first time. I think I have seen your name, maybe on comments. I don't think I've seen you in stream before. How did you come across us, or me and the degenerates that watch this? Basilisk is the ultimate weapon, Ali. 100%. Basilisk is OP. Do you know what? I never throw hate on Barry, right? He had a horrific clickbait though. I saw it today, and it was about the best code that they've ever released. And I clicked on the video thinking, what have I missed? And it was about the 8% off DH Game Store, and I was like, you fucking he absolutely baited me. Oh, cool. Thanks, Clunky. Yeah, so maybe I should start clickbaiting. I will say now, and holy fuck, and I'm not saying this to throw shade on anyone else. My weekly event previews are the best. So that's all I'm going to say on that situation. And yet I get by far the least views. My time will come, right? It's going to get better. More people are going to watch, and we're going to grow. I don't mind if he gets listen, I would assume, I would be very surprised if he wasn't getting money, because if he's advertising it for DH Games and people are buying it from DH Games rather than through the Google Play Store, so therefore DH Games is making more money, Barry should get money from it. 100% he should get money for it as an affiliate. Paco, I'll fucking glaze myself to the end of the earth because none of you glaze me apart from Ali. Do you know what? It sounded really bad in my head before I said that. I don't even regret what I just said. So. But it's not even that. I don't even know why he wouldn't admit it. Thanks, Eze. I don't even know why he wouldn't admit that he's getting money from it. Why shouldn't he? Like, he's absolutely would legitimately deserve it. If it's like an affiliate link. If I sold you guys stuff, if I started selling coffee mugs with my name on it and you purchased it, I wouldn't be like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to earn any money from that. I'd be like, fuck it, I'm going to earn money from that. Yeah, but Paco, you've done that in secret. You've done that in secret. And so that's not really glazing if it's not public. I'm joking. I told Ali that you sent me a really nice message, actually. Hey, Eze. What's up, dude? No, he hasn't. Yeah, but no one's gonna sign up. That's obviously like no one's gonna. Yeah, but he doesn't expect anyone to do that, does he? I think he listen. I am a free market person at mind. No, do you know what, Paco? We're not gonna make a big deal about it. I'll tell you why. When you get to my age, in your mid-30s, and you've got kids and work and all that stuff, it's probably the most underappreciated you'll ever be. So when people say nice things, it really tugs at your heartstring. So me and Ali were having a chat, and I just brought it up. I said, yeah, that made me feel amazing. So yeah, I did tell him, because it felt really nice to get a compliment from not just you, from anyone, and it was you specifically that time. But yeah. But glazing only counts if it's done in public, bro. Can't dare me glaze. Everyone has to know. It always helps. And I mean this, honestly. Sometimes it's really weird. I'll go through periods where I feel quite down. Not in life, in general. I'm really happy with my life. But mainly about like the game or whether it's content creation or whatever. And then something will happen. Whether it was you sending me a message, shut up, Eze, you twat. That's why you're not a mod. Whether it's Paco's message, or is Ali saying something nice, or Rake helping out, or whatever it is that makes me think, oh yes, I'm making the right decision by cracking on. I'd get no complaints. I have beautiful feet. Thanks, Koji. I do have 2 arms. I like Eze's bullying. I don't mind your bullying, bro. You can bully away. Bully to your heart's content. What we're going to do, we're going to crack on with Hollow. My wife's gone out tonight for drinks with the girls. She's bringing me back food from the chippy. So I said I was going to finish the stream at 8. In reality, I'm going to finish the stream when she gets in. So we're going to continue talking. Yeah. It always helps. It always helps getting nice things said. And I think it's just, yeah, it's one of those things. Because I said sometimes, I mean, there's been periods of me doing this, right, where I thought, why the hell am I wasting my time doing this? And then there's other times where I'm like, in 6 months, like, it has changed so much, and I'm really proud. As I said yesterday, I don't want to over repeat stuff, but like, you can't over repeat. I don't want to repeat stuff. But when I first started, and I said quite early on, right, I'm going to give it till Christmas and see how it works out. I'm really proud that I did manage to keep it up till Christmas. And we'll just have to see, yes, and how it goes on into the new year. I've got thumbnails ready. I've done some pre-workout for the vids, and I'm going to do them over my Christmas break, which starts Monday officially. So yeah, I've got probably 3 months worth of content that I already know what I'm going to do. And Rake's helped me out with that massively, because he sent me all the bloody PNG files from within the game that he's been given, which is amazingly helpful for me. So yeah. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the next 3 months. I said stream twice a week. Yeah, Basilisk is nuts, coach. I maybe need to start clickbaiting a bit more. So I'm going to do a big graphic. Basilisk, best hero in the game, proven. And then just don't talk about Basilisk in the video. Or do something like that. No way Randy's here. Randy! You was napping. It's fine, brother. You use it all your time. Do you know what, Clunky? Do you use Discord? If you don't use Discord, understood. If you do use Discord, join our Discord, man. Like, people are active all the time. People don't realise, I don't know how old you are, Clunk. People don't realise, as you get a bit older, and fuck you guys, I'm not even old, I'm 34, right? As you get older, you do get so much more isolated. And especially when you have kids. Because if your friendship group don't have kids, you get frozen out. Because that's the way it works, right? Because you've got kids, so you've got to be responsible. They don't want kids around. And it's just the way life hits you. You're only 33. So it can be isolating. But yeah, Clunky, join the Discord, brother. Honestly, everyone's really nice there. It's active. People have a laugh. As I said, I'll be streaming a couple of times a week. You always join here. And there's always like oh, is Yasin going? See you later, Yasin. Have a good one, dude. So, Eze, leave. This is... Ali, do you know what Eze asked earlier? Eze said, because you and Randy weren't here, could he be made a mod? And he was serious. Clunky, I do agree with you, man. And is this your first kid? Parental leave, is this your first kid? Because all I'd say is, it's hard at the start, especially when your life changes, but it gets easier. It gets easier, man. I've got two. I've got an 11-year-old and a 6-year-old. And your life changes, but you get used to it. And kids are so worth it, man. Like, kids are so worth it. I adore my children. Yeah, Koji should be a mod, to be fair. And Paco. Listen, the thing is, right, and we had this joke and laugh at the start. When it was Ali and Kay as the mods, and I made Randy a mod, I think it was Renville dropped in and said, why is everyone talking a mod? And it's like, I don't want to make everyone that's here a mod, because then everyone's a mod. And it's like, well, you guys don't need to look after yourselves. But no, because I was, yeah. Oh, bless you, man. Oh, Clunk, don't listen. I'll make a point. If you, because as men, it is quite difficult to speak about stuff like that. It's a lot easier. Hey, Jersey. It's a lot easier for you to talk to us and tell us that than it maybe is to tell other people in your life. But if you turn around to your friends and or whoever it is and say, look, I need to go for a drink, I need to do this, they'd understand. Because it's one of those things. Once you have kids, as you said, your private time, your personal time becomes 1,000 times more valuable. So maybe to other people, their time still isn't. So if they've cancelled it or they're not really that interested in going out or whatever, they don't really think twice about it. But if you say to them, I need this, then they'll be there for you because they're your mates. And in the meantime, you can sit and talk to us. Absolutely fine. And it's nice to have a new person chatting. Sick and tired of all these same people all the time. Joking. Maisie's never been a mod. Jersey. Honestly, it depends on your team. If your team already has shields within it, especially Wukong, even just Wukong, I can completely see why you'd want to build Madeleine. But I can't turn around and say, is she better than Melissa? Obviously, it depends on your team. It depends on the game mode. I'd certainly say I don't see why you'd regret building her. Her shields are super nice. Her Frantic Gluttony is really nice. Her sub abilities are really nice, and we've just seen her Destiny basically has a built-in Demon Bell. So, like, gives energy feed to the whole team. So, yeah, I would suggest she is good, but in terms of... What are you saying? In terms of, like, am I saying definitely build her? That's up to you, but I certainly think you wouldn't regret it. Eze's lovely. I have no issue with Eze. And Paco, no. No comments on Maisie. Maisie's not going to be a mod. At all. Ever. Bless her heart. I like Maisie, and it was nice getting bullied by her yesterday. Because it's interesting, right? We talk about new people. It's nice to see new people. I actually can't think of someone. Like... the brother. Yeah, she's Williams' tenant builder. Because Williams would love her, right? Because... she gives him shield, boosts his attack. He can hit through damage reduction more. Yeah, so she'd like Williams. She would like Williams. Basilisk, clunky, honestly. And the thing is, right, my 3 mods on here, Ali, Randy, and Kay, all have Basilisk, and I have Basilisk. He's fucking insane. I absolutely adore Basilisk, and I think he's incredible. Yeah, I'd recommend building him. I mean, he's absolutely sawn through Void Campaign for me. Yeah, I adore it. Literally, yeah, I adore it. I think he's amazing. But what I think me and Ali both like Nah, man, he smacked. No, he does so much damage, like boss damage. Like look, I know this is PV. This is just he's got Sylvie and Madeleine here, but round 2 pumping out that. Would you prefer Wukong or Betty as a tenant to an A plus Alakita that missing core for DT? Oh, mate, so I think you're well beyond me anyway. Because I would look at that and say, I'm surprised you don't already have a Wukong. Or do you already have a Wukong and this is just an additional Wukong as a tenant? But obviously, where you are in the game, I presume Wukong's more efficient than Betty for you, right? Yeah, Koji, I beat that a long time ago. And I haven't, I beat that like a month ago, but I haven't bothered pushing further. Well, I don't think Wukong is obviously warrior, Betty's a mage, and they both have the same multiplier. But I mean, I presume you have Wukong on your account, Soul. But I mean, Wukong as a hero's fucking nuts. SP, look at you. Have you been lurking the whole time? Wukong's so good. I love Wukong. And I think the reason I love Wukong is he's possibly like the most versatile hero. If you want to make him your main, you can. You're obviously going to suffer on boss damage a little bit. But make him your main, make him a full-on support, do whatever you want. And the fact that he's a tenant for my Basilisk is like incredible. So, yeah. What's my damage on Baz? Do you mean his attack? I can check his attack out. He's a chunky boy, Jason. He's a chunky boy. Yeah, he likes to hit hard. I mean, what on earth is going on here? Is this because of all the damage reduction from Onki and stupid fucking Garuda? I can't stand Garuda. Oh, and it's Wukong trying to burst through rather than Basilisk, I was about to say. Hey, got a new sub. Thanks, Yoo-hoo. Wish you guys would do proper names. Like Jason Long. I know exactly where I stand with Jason. I know his first name. I know his second name. I know what to call him. I don't know how to say yoo-hoo. Oh, there you go. I do, it turns out. And that's actually really fun to say that as well. That's from Frozen. 29 million. Yoo-hoo, big summer blowout. From Frozen. We used to watch after, I say we. My mum and dad used to look after my little second cousins on a Friday, and I used to come home and these kids would watch a film on repeat. So Madagascar was the first one they used to watch on repeat, and then there was Frozen used to watch on repeat. Oh, love them. Yeah, Clunky. I've got Williams on my non-meta account. But you can get him in the Ultra shop now, Wukong. I just think Wukong's so good. And even though I don't believe people should build things just for the sake of being meta, my mind changes with that when it comes to Wukong, and I'd suggest that every account should have one. But in terms of, because I like Williams, but Williams feels a little bit more tricky. Basilisk, I can just wind him up and let him go, bro. Like, and he has inbuilt stuff in his kit that helps him out, like, because he destroys the enemy team's speed and boosts his own speed. Yes, he wants some CC cleanse, but that's about it. Like, he doesn't need a lot else, and his damage output's fucking nuts. Yeah. Full house and tenants. Yes, Jason. Yes, and to be fair, it's basically level 100 houses, and I've got a Destiny Wukong, and Sylvie will be my next Destiny hero because of the massive stat boosts. So yeah, and listen, he's also got Infusion Stone, so my Basilisk has been built up. Hey Dan, how are you? So my Basilisk has been built up quite chonky, to be fair. Dan, don't leave. You leave really nice messages on my YouTube videos. I need you there. I don't know if I've seen you comment recently, actually. Nice. Yeah, that's what my non-meta account is. I love Alakita and Natalie together. I think it's such a good one. No, Paco, you can criticize Basilisk all you want. And that's the great thing here, is you'll never be told you're wrong. We will probably just shun you and never talk to you again. But you can say it if you'd like. Yeah, Clunky, is this your first time playing the game and you started in August? Because you are talking like a fucking pro. I love you. You can stay around as long as you want. Because you know what you're doing and you're talking the right way. I'm very impressed. Dan, I completely agree. I can see why you'd feel that way. And that's a shame. But the thing is, I know even if you plan on quit, even if you just try and do Idol Master to keep it going, because nothing, Paco, only nice things get said about you guys. Dan, what I would say is, right, when I started YouTubes, I was using my non-meta account and I wasn't using this account at all. And do you know what? I really regret that, because there was about 3 months there where I was doing Idol Master, if I was even remembering to do it. And I regret not having that progress, because you might feel like you don't want to play the game now. Fair cop. Absolutely understand. But yeah, keep it up with Idol Master and once a week try and do some bits. Because then if you decide in like 6 months' time you want to come back to it, at least you've kept the progress up. That's, yeah. Listen, I've said before, I am so proud of all you guys. And oh, do you know what? I was saying something and then I got interrupted. Not interrupted. What you guys do. It's nice to see Clunky as a new person. People like Pavel and stuff like that joined yesterday, and Jason's chatting a little bit. I hope he's not driving. But what's really nice is, I don't seem to, or not that I can think of, I don't seem to have lost anyone. Like from when I started streaming to now, the regular names in the chat are still here, still on the Discord, apart from Randy and Sandy. And everyone seems to be the same. So when I didn't see Maisie for a few weeks, or not even a few weeks, I did notice it, because I was like, I haven't seen Maisie's name pop up. So yeah, it feels weird when you're, as I am, such an incredibly small content creator. You notice when people stop. So never ever think it's not appreciated that you guys are here and taking part in what I do, because absolutely, I do appreciate it. And that's why also it's easier when you guys have names, proper names, because like there's a couple of people, like Wasn't Me Honest and stuff like that, who comment all the time and let me on his account the other day and all that stuff. It's harder to think of him because the name doesn't make sense. But yeah, Patricia. Hey, Einbrecht. Yeah, and that's great, man. And lurkers are like the backbone of this. I think that I get very lucky. I don't watch streams. I try now, because Rake's been so supportive, right? I do try and drop into Rake's, and if the chat's a bit quiet, I try and talk a little bit, right? But I've never had an issue here. I've never had an issue with you guys. You guys always talk, and it's great, and there's always someone. Yeah, and Paco, it's appreciated. As I said, the fact that you during your breaks, you think to yourself, I'm going to jump on stream and say hi. It's like, amazing. Clunky, absolutely. After we finished this fight, how the fuck did we... we just couldn't beat him. Right. Basix is super cool. We'll look here. Bear in mind, I've got him Destinied, right? No, we'd look at the wrong skill. Passive skill. Okay. This is why... Oh, no, this is basic attack. So the basic attack's okay. Basic attack deals damage, inflicts corrosive code, grants 1 layer of kinetic destruction. Don't worry about that. We'll talk about it in a second. He also increases his speed by 50. Cool. This is the important thing. When an enemy releases basic attacks or active skills, if the enemy's speed is lower than you, you do 1000% attack damage to them and grant 1 layer of kinetic destruction and inflict corrosive code. Right. So there is more to him, but that's like the important thing. Christopher, how you doing, dude? So bear in mind that kinetic destruction. So if they attack and you're quicker than them, kinetic destruction, corrosive code. And then on his active, if they've got corrosive code, he does the most fuck ton amount of damage to everyone that has it, right? So hits them for 900% damage 3 to 5 times. As well as does it more here, as well as on his treasures does it. And then self has kinetic destruction each layer. And bear in mind he'll have 6 if the enemy is attacked each time. He'll restore his health by loads, increase his attack by loads, and deal loads of damage to all enemies. And it ramps up. So if you're quicker than them and they're getting their attack off, he hits like a fucking train. Yeah, and in Void Campaign, even though you're slower than people in Void Campaign, he has stuff in his kit that reduces their speed, boosts your speed, and you still have a chance to inflict the important thing, even if they're not slower than you. So when people turn around and say that he has to be quicker, he doesn't have to be quicker. It just makes him more consistent. Shut up, Paco. We love him. He's our king. Yeah, he's just insane. He's just insane. Hey, wasn't me. Yeah, that's it. But I said, I do. Honestly, I know all of you guys. And so when I don't see you guys comment for a little while, I do think, have I not pissed them off, but have they stopped watching me? Do they stop caring about me? But your name's harder because it's a generic name. It's harder to think of you because the others, I obviously, yeah. Because your name begins with P, doesn't it? Is it, I want to say Phil. I can't remember what it is now, wasn't me? Yeah, well, say that. I've got 2 of them. Ignatia. Yeah. you're all being... Yeah, Snowheart is good for that. But I'd say you want Liam. Liam, not Phil. Liam. Sorry, Liam. Abask wants a couple of them. And I would also say a couple of mirrors. And then, for instance, for me, it would be a case of put Breath of Forest on Basilisk, put Will of Winter or Mirror on my 4 support, and then on Wukong have Lingering. But it depends. Dan, it does and it doesn't. This is where I was running Wukong with this, because it's not a guaranteed stun, right? I was also running him with this at the start, and then I changed it down to be glittery, no, radiant, so that it wasn't a chance to have 100 energy, but you still had the control precision. The reality is, it works nicely together. Like, you can't put all your eggs in Basilisk's basket, right? Because if he does get controlled, it can ruin everything. The fact you've got Wukong there as your second damage dealer, and that he's a tenant, so he's boosting Basilisk, it works nicely together, and you kind of muddle your way through. Times you need to muddle your way through. I haven't seen the stuns impact him too much, but at the same time, it's not like I want him to stun every game. I do love Ali. Ali knows I love him. I've messaged him that plenty of times. You're gonna, yeah, Einbrecht, you're gonna struggle to find a lot of Aspen support on this channel. I had Aspen. I just find Aspen quite boring. And he's obviously phenomenal for boss fights. But outside of that, he seems to struggle a bit. I'd be more interested in Vulcan than I would Aspen. You are W Wingman. You're W Wingman. So Dan, does Wukong stuns hinder? I don't think it hinders enough that you don't want it. Like, I feel like there's a balance there that it works. And ultimately, you can't. I don't think it's even possible to make a real fully functioning team and not have CC. And on top of that, the other advantage is, even if you're losing some damage from him stunning, he does all the extra stuff as well. Do you know what I mean? He gives you shields, he does fragility on them, all that kind of stuff. So, like, there's other benefits to having him. Yeah, do you know, Clunk? Not Betty. I don't know how you'd use him with Betty, because obviously that's so with Wukong. If you're not stunning, so people I think assume that Wukong can only be run one way, and that's because people run in that way. You don't have to make him a stun monster. With Betty, if she's not twining, she's doing fuck all, right? I don't, and at that point, there would be no point having Betty, Wukong, and Basilisk, because you would rather have a different damage dealer that can do more damage. Basilisk, if the whole enemy team's locked down, isn't going to then do as much damage as Aspen would, basically. But yeah. Oh yeah, clunky. That's the problem everyone has, man. Like, I'm in that position now where I've got Queen and Melissa and PEDE and stuff like that. It's like, who do I drop? Like, who do I drop out of my team? But that's just part of the game, isn't it? That's what you've got to decide. Nah, I'm Brecht. If you don't like the way a hero looks, don't fucking use them. That's why I want to build Mockman at some point on one of my accounts. I'm not sure which one. Mockman's going to get built. We like Mockman here. None of us seem to have built him. That's why I love Arania. I think Arania looks so sick. Dope. I was considering building a Urim Turim, but I just couldn't bring myself to do it. No, Clunky, what you've said's right. Once you've cleared Void Vortex. But then Betty's useful, obviously, end game as part of a rotation. But yeah. The thing is, with someone like Betty, I imagine it's just hard to build around her, because if she works, you don't need anyone else. That's the whole point of her, right? Oh yeah, Paco, do you like my B plus Vesa? Some cool dude sold that to me. Yeah, I think Betty makes sense to almost be your second trans, because you would go Wukong Betty, and then Betty's the obvious one to get a core, right? And then you build out your team, and then you drop Betty. Sorry, drop Betty later on if you want to. That's what I did. But there's so many different ways of playing it. Yeah, no, you say that, Koji. I don't think that's the first time someone surely has said that they don't use heroes if they don't like the way they look. I would agree. Maybe you meant, which is what I maybe thought. I don't know how you can not like Vulcan as his look. I think he looks dope. But yeah. I mean, that's not trans Vulcan, is he? Where is trans Vulcan? I think he looks really cool. And he's gold. Oh, I don't know about handsome cool dude. I think someone that I felt supported me, so I should support them by buying their B plus tier Vesa. But since she's got her treasures, I think she's right. Well, I built Geester as a trans hero on my other account. I think Geester gets hate. Why would he work well with Betty and Wukong, do you think? I'm interested why you think he'd work with Betty and Wukong. Is it something to do with the core? No. What? Yeah, Jason, I don't mind any hot takes. I am all here for the hot takes. But you have to explain it a little bit. Oh, Clunky. He's not a bird, man. Jason, listen. I don't know if it was you I said this to yesterday. Disregard those fucking tier lists. If those I hate the fact that those tier lists have got so many views, but they still generate subs and people to come and look at the channel. And the way I look at it is, if they're looking at it and then they see other newer content that they're happier with, then they might sub and become members like you guys. Subs like you guys, rather, people that watch. I'm redoing those tier lists in 2026. And then as soon as I release them, I'm fucking getting rid of the 2025 ones. Madeleine's good, new camper. Yes. No, I don't think it's a bad reason. If you think the hero looks rubbish, I wouldn't use one. I think it's weird that you don't like the look of Vulcan. But yeah, Koji. So I think Madeleine, it depends on your team, but I don't see why I just can't see why she wouldn't be a good hero. I said, I'm finding it hard to test out a trans support because there's not many places I can test her out. Rover has said that he got more damage with her than he did with Natalie in the team. Obviously not her, but she boosted up Aspen's damage more. And And she just looks really solid. And where Wukong's really prevalent, I don't see why she won't become meta. Whether it's whose spot she takes. Like, I can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember who it was. Someone we were discussing Scarlet Queen. I don't know who knocks her out off her perch, because I don't get how you do, like, the Abyssal Corruption and the Queen's Guard is incredible. And it doesn't have to be activated, like, or the Queen's Guard doesn't. Like, so I don't know how you beat this. Yes, Koji, I think so. I think she could do that spot. But then it depends on the lineup. See, maybe it's a case of she takes Melissa's spot, but I don't think she's better than Melissa. But it's one of those, isn't it? It's like, well, who do you pick? I mean, for me, we looked at her Destiny abilities, but she's got a built-in Demon Bell, bro. Which is wild, right? And I do like her kit. It's the shields, all damage reduction, all the good, glorious stuff. That's it, the noble, increase attack, control immunity. It was this one here, wasn't it? The Frantic Gluttony. Yeah, but she does this as well, and so does Elena. But it's not just that. Melissa's also used because she does boost. So, for instance, for me, because she boosts your highest attack hero. So, for me, with Basilisk, I wanted some boosted damage and some CC cleanse. Well, she's perfect. But Madeleine does that. So, it's a difficult one. Paco, take it easy, bro. Have fun with the family. Have fun with the family. Ali, yeah, but I haven't really done testing's really hard to do on here. I didn't really know how I could do it. It's more just using her and seeing. I mean, we've pushed a lot further in Void Hollow. PvP was fun. We've done some good fights in PvP. Yeah, and yeah, I just think she's really cool. And for my team with Sylvie and Wukong, and I'm gonna have Sylvie and Wukong for a long time because of Basilisk, it makes sense to have her. And I think she replaces Elena. Ali, I don't know. Honestly, don't know. I was noticing the shields a lot more. Would we have won without the shields? I don't know. The other thing is, she wants to be healed to proc one of her abilities, and even though she self-heals, not a lot on my team other than Melissa and or Elena do healing. So it's difficult. I still find it. I asked Rover how people at the top end do proper testing. And I suppose you've just got to do it like a really sterile environment, haven't you? I have got Queen on the team. I don't see how I let go of Queen. I really don't. Because Basilisk is built for crit and attack, it just makes so much sense to have her. No, I don't have Queen Destinied. I haven't got Madeleine Destinied. I've done a Tree 5 fully subbed. I didn't want to Destiny her because I don't want to get her core. Because it still gives me the ability to get rid of Madeleine. In truth, right? Like a big reason that I like subbing heroes when they come out. Yeah, I noticed that. But it only heals her once though. I'm in the wrong page. It only heals her once, as far as I'm aware, doesn't it? Oh, not per round. Oh, that's to do with the shields. I did notice that. It's another reason why I think she'll be cool with Sylvie and she'll be good with Norton Hague. I did notice that. The only thing I didn't know, this all allies, does that include her? Oh, Scarlet Queen. I thought it was about this, because this, I think, heals her as well. This heals Madeleine. If she's got... I don't want to do Queen's Core. I really don't want to do Queen's Core. Because the thing with Queen, she's in the team for one reason, and that's that damage boost. If another hero comes out with a damage boost, Queen's going straight in the fucking bin. This she heals this. So this is a way of getting herself healed up, and it increases stuff all over again. So on a shield team, her core is really useful. On a non-shield team, not really. It's another reason I'm thinking of Rainier and King Norton as a duo. Actually, I didn't even know that, bro. Didn't even know that. Oh my god, that's like perfect, isn't it? And you'd only need to do one core for her, I presume, for that to be in effect. Hey, Robbie. No, wait. Does it only have to be core? Oh god. If it only has to be a level 1 core, I can do that now because I've got those scrubby origin chests, core chests. Whoa. That'd be brutal with her. Yeah, but I don't have to. The beauty of this, I didn't want to waste core chests on her core in case it changes up, right? I've literally got... Where is it? Where the fuck is it? This thing here, which I could use for her. Or is it this one? This one is even better. Because I can't use it on anyone else. Fascinating. Oh yes, I've got all of these ones that I could use to build her core up, and I'm not really wasting anything because the crit procs once per round, but the heals can be permanent. She'll constantly be stunning, wouldn't she? And Basilisk's core doesn't really do an awful lot, so I'm not really fussed about that. I'm pretty sure I haven't even activated his core in any of the fights I've been doing either. Robbie, how are you, bro? What do you mean finally noticed you? You were only just here. I just need to check my wife's location and make sure she hasn't come in and snuck in with my food and thought, oh, he's streaming, so I don't want to... No. Randy. How was your nap, Randy? How's your epic nap? Nope, she's still at the pub. Of course she's still at the pub. They've gone for a school mum's night out. God, absolute state of all of them. The only thing is, oh no, I'd have to fully sub her though, wouldn't I? That? That's quite nice. Get off it. I mean, she's such a nice. It's not just her Queen's Guard, is it? It's not just her Queen's Guard. I mean, that's a bit. I don't really care about that. What does that end up doing, though? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So who knows? I said I think Madeleine's been fun. We are going to go in a couple of minutes, by the way. We are going to go in a couple of minutes. Queenie's good new camper, and she's just a crutch to the team. Like, I feel like she's so easy to use. No, it is. No, Ali, and it's really important to say stuff like that. I think that's a really good combo. The only downside would be I'd have to sub her out to do it. Yeah, I know Norton is. Norton and Arania. I said it's funny. The team I originally built for Basilisk, Norton and Arania, would have been perfect for her. Perfect. Along with Sylvie and Wukong. I can dream. Shields and stuns and everything going off. But it'd mean I wouldn't have Melissa I love Melissa, and I've got an A minus Melissa that's soulbound. I can't even turn around and say, oh, let's go back to what we were doing. That'd be a cool team, wouldn't it? So it'd be Basilisk, Wukong, Norton Hague, Arania, Madeleine, Sylvie. Yeah, but that would mean dropping out. 2, 3, 4. It'd mean dropping out Queen and Melissa. Oh, it's fucking rough, isn't it? It's rough having a 6-hero team. Which is a really good A minus. It was a good one to be fair, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh, it was Defire as well. I've got that. Ah, I've got some hammers. Should we, for shits and gigs, see if we can? I don't know how many I've got. I've got 25 hammers. Should we see if we can get a Giant Killer Defier copy? Should we do it? Yeah. What the fuck? Oh man. Absolute dub. Absolute dub. Save. What the hell is the chance of that? First. Right. Sweet. I was well prepared to use all 25 hammers as well. Yeah, but even healing's nice because he heals himself. So the healing effect is nice. The effect of being healed's nice because he does quite a chunky heal here. So even the heal effects, yeah. Skill damage would have obviously been like peak. But yeah, fuck yeah, baby. I suppose, no, we're not going to roll hammers on Melissa's. I don't even know what we'd want for Melissa, to be honest. It's a phenomenal roll. Phenomenal. Yeah. Should we do some hammers on this? Right. Listen. On that good luck, my dog's sitting there moaning at me because she wants to go outside. How much is Basilisk currently going for? Because don't fucking say that, because I spent a lot. Well, Ali spent a lot of starry gems getting me this copy. But I feel like he's one of them. His stock will go up. It took Wukong a long time to become really popular. Yes, an A copy. I paid 11k. And my copy's a good copy. So it's about right still, but mine's also a Giant Killer Defier. Ali, us together, man. Us against the world with Randy. Yeah, Randy, I'll catch you later, bud. I'll catch you later. I'll catch you during the week. I'm going to do a Christmas Eve stream so that we can all spend a couple of hours together having a little chat, talking about what we're going to do for the holidays. So it'd be nice to see all of you there, obviously. I'm going to put a video out. Obviously, the event review video might not happen this week. I don't know. It depends because it's Christmas Day. If I can do a video in like an hour, then I'll do that and the kids will get over it. If I can't, I can't. Thing is, I don't want to put out a shit video. So I'm either going to do it and I'm going to do it properly or I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do where I just talk through the event. I like to have the graphics. No, well, it's one of those, Addy, to be fair, man, like the kids are going to get loads of stuff. So if the kids get loads of stuff, they'll be upstairs playing with it. And my wife won't give a shit. So, yeah. Hey, yeah. Anyway, guys, thanks for any new subs that have joined tonight. Appreciate it. Clunky, very nice seeing you. And said you're always welcome here, my friend. Ali, thank you again for yesterday. Koji, thank you for yesterday. Jason, Zarin's not here tonight. Pavel is. But yeah, have a good one. Stay safe. VH out.